Hello, my fellow heeheemae. Welcome back. Today I will be talking about my top 5 favorite non-toxic plants. These plants are not toxic to humans or pets. You can rest assured that everyone will be safe in your house. I get a lot of questions about whether plants are toxic or not, and if it's safe to have toxic plants in the house with pets and kids and things like that. Of course, you can have toxic plants if you have kids and pets. Just be safe about it and keep it out of reach of the kids and the pets. I'm excited for the selection today, so let's just get into it. So first up is Hoya Sunrise. Basically, all types of Hoya are non-toxic. This one in particular, when it gets sun-stressed, it has beautiful orangey leaves. I really love how a lot of Hoya, when they become sun-stressed, they change color. They don't sunburn easily. They just adapt by changing the color of their foliage. This one isn't super showy or anything, but it does have veins going throughout. When it does sun stress, you can see the veins a lot more vividly, and I will definitely show some pictures of it when it looks sun stressed. But it's a very easygoing plant to have. As all the plants in this video, this one is non-toxic. You can let the soil dry out almost all the way or all the way and then water it thoroughly. Give it some bright indirect sunlight, maybe a few hours of morning sunlight too. And the more sunlight you give it, the more likely it will sun stress and give you some beautiful bright leaves. So yeah, Hoya Sunrise. It loves chunky soil, cocoa chips, pumice, orchid bark, all that good stuff. It'll be happy in your care. Next up, I have to talk about my Bonnie spider plant. This is the curly version of the spider plant. I so enjoy this one. I bought it in a 4-inch pot for about $12, and it's grown so much that I have repotted it into this 6-inch nursery pot. It is growing little shoots inside of the soil. There are separate plants within the same pot. I really enjoy how the leaves curl inward. When I bought this at the plant sitter, the owner of the shop, Natalie, told me not to overwater this and let it dry out for a while before watering it so it can stay curly, because if you water it too often, it won't stay curly anymore. I believe the reason for the curl is the neglect, which is pretty interesting. I really love how it looks when it's curled though. So I am trying to neglect this one a little bit so that it can maintain the curly leaves. Some of the leaves are so long and this one isn't really curling as much. I'm a little worried that it's not curling as much as I would like it to, so maybe I need to water it less. When I first bought this, it had a little baby shooting out of like the center, and it had like a, what do you call it? It was like a plant umbilical cord, and it was sticking out and it had a little baby dangling off of it. And I'm actually propagating that little one, and it has rooted and it has a separate pot now. I hope it survives. It has rooted, so most likely it will survive. Yeah, I'm super happy with this one. So low maintenance, non-toxic, super cute, super funky. I highly recommend this one. Bonnie Curly Spider Plant. Next up, we're talking about none other than Senecio Macroglossus variegata. This was also in my favorite houseplants video of 2021, and there's a reason for it. It's just so amazing. It's so cute. I've always been into the look of ivy plants, but I didn't want to own an ivy. So when I heard about this one, I loved how it looks like an ivy, but it's actually a succulent, and it likes bright indirect light. A few hours of morning sun is okay. A few hours of soft sunlight is okay. No harsh sunlight or the leaves can burn. This one can trail, it can climb up. The leaves are variegated, and When it's sun stressed, you can see it will look like this leaf with the purple edges, and it can even get like bright pink as well. The white areas can get pink when it is sun stressed. Just don't give it too much sun because I have had my leaves burn from giving the plant too much sunlight. So just look out for that. Other than that, it is a very prolific grower. In terms of soil, definitely give it some cactus and succulent soil. Add some worm castings and cocoa coir and cocoa chips, and it will be super happy. Just do not use regular potting soil because it is a succulent, so it needs that loamy sandy soil. And I am selling this one on my Etsy if you are interested. My Etsy shop will be linked below. Fourth on the list would be this variegated string of hearts. I absolutely adore the variegation on this. It's green and cream and pink, and it's so lovely. I really enjoy how much this stands out in comparison to all the other plants, which are mostly green. Some have some white variegation, but this has like this light pink hue to it, and it's very unique. I love how it trails down, and the leaves can get very plump, and they are heart-shaped, which I really adore. Before, I had this in a mixture of potting soil and cactus and succulent soil. Recently, I repotted it into cactus and succulent soil, and I believe it's doing better now. Before, the leaves, they looked frail. I don't know how else to explain it. They weren't yellowing and dying, but the leaves just seemed like they weren't happy. The color seemed off from what it initially was, and the leaves kind of wrinkled even though it was watered. But I believe now it's looking healthier. It's safe for pets and humans. This one can get really long if you take care of it. I actually prefer this variegated string of hearts to the regular string of hearts just because I prefer this color palette a little bit more. It's a little bit brighter, and it's just so unique from what you normally see. I don't know, I just prefer this pink variegation to the purple variegation of the regular string of hearts. So if you're on the market for something cute and trailing with a little foliage that has heart-shaped leaves, I highly recommend this one. This one is also on my Etsy shop if you're interested. Variegated string of hearts, everyone. The last non-toxic plant we will be talking about today is going to be string of turtles. When I first saw this foliage, I thought it looked like peace signs, and when the leaves grow out, I just think they're so adorable. Look at this dangly one. It grows so fast, but it does take time for the leaves to get a lot bigger. As you can see, this is new growth, and it's very tiny, but when it does grow, it will start to trail. I got this when I was in Fresno, just on a little weekend trip. It was, I think with tax, it was like $34 for this 6-inch pot. In the Bay Area, at the time, this plant was way more expensive. I would see a 2-inch pot for like $30, and then a 4-inch pot was $50 or $60. So I think this was a great deal at the time. It may be a little bit cheaper now. When the leaves are mature, it's smooth and plump and firm. The baby growth seems to be a little bit darker, and when it's more mature, the leaves get a little bit lighter. And it's such a cute non-toxic option. Actually, all Peperomia are non-toxic, so you can pick and choose which Peperomia you would like in your home. There are so many different kinds of Peperomia. Just do some research on it. There are some Peperomia that bruise very easily. Hint, hint, watermelon Peperomia. Those are so beautiful, but they are not easy to take care of. Let me tell you this now before you go out there and try to buy one. Yeah, definitely not the easiest, but this one I highly recommend, and also the Peperomia Hope. Those are two of my favorites right now. And yeah, they're like little circles. and they're so adorable. And that is going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you find some cute non-toxic plants for your own home. I honestly cannot wait for winter to be over. This cold weather is really getting to me and I am so over it, but it is what it is. Just gotta keep going. It's all about that mindset, right? Just keep a positive attitude and we will all get through this. If you love winter, all the more power to you, but spring, I hope you get here a little bit faster. Anyways, I'll see you guys next week. Bye!